Hey guys, and welcome to WordsAtScale. So today's video is going to be a three-parter. In the first part, I will elaborate on what I think about size and entities and on-page SEO in general. Then we'll look at the newest feature of Neuron Writer that now allows you to extract entities as well as LSI keywords. And then finally, I'll share one of my workflows regarding entities with the usage of a couple of extra tools. So let's get started. So there is this huge debate currently on YouTube about LSI keywords and entities and whether they matter at all. And I think there are like three camps surrounding this very topic. The first camp I call technical SEO people. And there is the likes of Kyle Roof that basically says that backlinks and correct words on page is what ranks the article, and content is not important, or at least is not as important. I myself ran this experiment, so the video is called First Page on Google with No Content, when I literally took a keyword, then used one of the SEO optimization tools, and instead of writing an article, I just copy and pasted a list of those entities, and my article managed to rank in the top 10 in 24 hours, and then it would drop off slightly. That would continue until I actually wrote the actual article. So the user signals are still important, the signals that come from the actual reader of the article. And then you have to think about the industry as a whole. So lots of people, lots of SEO agencies use on-page SEO tools, and this becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if everyone in the top 10 uses Neuron Writer or Software SEO, then this is what makes up the bulk of the content that you are dealing with. By mimicking this content, you are knowingly agreeing to the rules of the play. Then you have Google itself that likes to confuse the heck out of people, and Google, in my opinion, rarely tells everything as is, but this is a post by none other than Danny Salmon, who is the liaison for Google. So he's the public figure that acts as an intermediary between the general public and Google. And this is a pretty recent post that's gotten over 100,000 views, saying, "Today I wanted to share about the belief that there is some type of perfect page formula that must be used to rank highly in Google search. There isn't, and no one should feel they must work to some type of mythical formula. It is a belief dating back to even before Google was popular." And I think this is kind of hypocritical. Yes, technical SEO people can overcomplicate things, but since Google has been talking about manipulation, then that means that Google results can in fact be manipulated. And Kyle Roof, who's been running these kinds of experiments for ages now, is a perfect example. And Google itself, they have messed up big time with the recent update, since Google SERPs are now dominated by the likes of Reddit and Quora, which is anything but helpful. And then the third group is the so-called SEO purists that are saying that the most important thing is the content, and if the content is helpful, and everything else will fall into place. And to me, one of the biggest proponents of this approach, I would never call them SEO purists because they were never strictly SEO people, but the guys from Income School. If you go to YouTube and type Income School and just look at the types of video they've been producing, SEO and AI shifts, they sold out. I was wrong about Google. And basically, these guys, they have been the hugest proponents of helpful content. Even before Google coined this term, they were talking about having original research in almost every pillar article, creating statistics, data sets, and even they are now admitting that Google is no longer valuing that content, since it gives green light to the likes of Reddit, and pure, original, helpful content may not rank as well as it used to. So this is the current state of affairs. I think the truth is, as always, somewhere in the middle. I think, yes, technical SEO people can go very far with the on-page SEO tactics, but I also think there are some elements that can be used. And yes, you need to focus on the quality of your research, but if you combine the two, nothing can go south. Okay, now to the big news. This big news is Neuron Writer adding entities to their roster. And the funny thing is that I learned about this from a guy in one of the Facebook groups, since Neuron Writer banned me from their Facebook group. I think this is because I've been always very skeptical of tools like Neuron Writer, but to straight out ban me, this is taking it too far. Okay, so now once you go into the content editor, and this is the keyword that I have chosen, can turn and detect paraphrasing from Quillbot in 2024, you now have the usual terms, which are basic and extended, and entities. And entities work in a similar manner. You can copy them all, paste them here, and now you have a list of entities. Some things are very logical, like Turnitin, plagiarism, Quillbot, ChatGPT, But then you have experience, feedback, you have intelligence, you have truth, blog, words, data, news, GPT-3. So I think no article as of 2024 should be mentioned in GPT-3. The way I would suggest you use it if you do believe in entities and LSI keywords is as follows. You first extract the entities and copy them here like so. Then I would actually manually go through the list of entities. So Microsoft Teams is extremely irrelevant. Collaboration tool, I don't think this is relevant at all. International Baccalaureate, don't think it matters for the Turnitin versus Quibos topic. GPT-3, documents, news, data. So entities are mostly nouns and LSI are mostly variations of the main keyword. So English language, don't think this is relevant information. Word, essay, I just know that essay is relevant just because Quibot is often used to paraphrase essays. Praise, accuracy, precision, concentration, truth, blog, database, grammar checker, maybe, Google, maybe, intelligence, not so much, academic integrity, maybe, language processing in the brain, knowledge, synthetic media, feedback, understanding, natural language generation, maybe, synonym, maybe. 2, grammar, we will have these kinds of words, as well as teacher and software, and technology experience, writing, syntax, paraphrase. Yeah, so this is a very short list of key terms that we are left with. Then before going to the list of the key terms, I would switch the not used filter on, then go for basic list of terms. I would copy them over, and then while we have the not used filter still on, I would go for extended list of terms and copy them over once again. This way you are minimizing the overlap, meaning that you're not using the same keyword from different sections, like the word writing from the basic terms and then the word writing from entities. Now what you can do is to go to one of my favorite SEO writing tools. It's going to be my main keywords as well as the title. Then I've been testing Claude a little bit, so I would go for Claude. Humanized text, I'm always choosing grade 7 because I like the results. Target country, United States, point of view, first person. Details to include, we can skip those. Images, yeah, why not? YouTube videos, yes. I want to alternate images and videos. Image style, cinematic. Now for the SEO, we'll just paste over all the keywords and entities from Neural Writer. Copy them. Okay. For the structure, I would say no to FAQs, no to quotes. I'm not a big fan of quotes. External linking, I would say automatic, 3 to 4, evenly throughout. I want my article to be the most factually accurate, so I would choose Deep Web plus citations. And then you can look at the outline, and I suggest you do, but for the demonstration purposes, I would just click Run. And if you haven't tried SEO writing yet, use my coupon code, which is WordsAtScale 30, which will give you the highest discount on the planet Earth. So nobody else has 30% off, just our community. And now let's see what kind of article SEO writing generated. Okay, so our article is ready. As you can see, it has key takeaways. It is nicely formatted with lists and tables. Contains videos as well as images. External links as well. Lots of information to work with. Okay, so let's copy this. Let's first go to Hemingway. And as you can see, this is grade 8 readability. That's what I've been saying. The lower readability, the better. And we can now test the SEO score. And SEO score is 69. But you can select this amazing auto insert feature of Neural Writer that allows you to include the unused terms. So we'll just accept everything. And just like that, our content has become 75 as far as SEO optimization score. And I would not advise on over-optimizing this content. So this is ready to be published and get picked up by Google. Hope this video was helpful. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.